so many veterans these days are coming home with PTSD and everything, and they're reluctant to seek treatment. But I see this as a real healing community project. It's everything is just non-judgmental. You come in there, you make things, and to me, that's one of the best ways to intervene in somebody's return to, make it a positive return to this culture rather than what happens so often these days. It's like 22 veterans are killing themselves a day in this country, and it's tragic. When fundings get tight, art is one of the first things that goes in the school systems. And at the same time, that is why what we're doing with our Makerspace project is so imperative to and important. And even in the school system, they see how important it could be as a self-sustaining community aspect input. So students that are talented and see a direction for themselves in the arts have a space to go and actual resources to put a portfolio together for college. You don't want to be limited to one product to begin with. You really want to have an avenue to express yourself in so many different ways, and you make jewelry or small objects, and in addition to expand what you do, and that's so important for young people to see that there is a creative career in doing something. It can seem repetitive, but there's really room to grow and express yourself in an artistic way also. Even if you have a catchy novelty at first, it's very important not to limit yourself to that, I think. People want to hear a story behind what they're buying, and you can do that to a certain extent on the computer, but it's, to me, I learned so much about myself, and it was so motivating and into my creativity to have exchanges face to face with people and to really feel their appreciation for what I did. Even if you have an Etsy site, go out and shake some hands and have people look at your work, and then give them a card for your Etsy shop, and if they don't want to buy it right then, that personal contact is going to be so important to developing a loyal audience for your work as you move along, that will follow you as you move along in your career. It could be in the junkyard, but if you have a fresh perspective, and I saw it through my daughter's eyes, something new will come out of it. I mean, it's really to stay open, and sometimes it takes other people to keep you from your. I mean, I know we're talking about creative habits in some way on the show here, but you don't want to be too habitual in your approach to art, for sure. It took me years and years to justify spending a lot of time and justify failure. That's probably the hardest issue that an artist has to overcome is the embracing of failure as one step in the process. And with production work, you get it down, you're just doing it. And failure is a small fraction of the process. But in the creative world, in the creative process, you have to really learn to embrace failure as a necessary ingredient, because it really makes you strive harder and push further into the kind of the unknown that is the source of creativity.